your owly communication um, does provide you with the instructions for a summoning ritual, which horrifies you, being a witch hunter.
Wait a minute.
So how does this happen?
You're well, these guys are all doing their little thing trying to figure something out. You're in a daze from your electric shock still, and this is coming to you
Like a revelation.
as if a owl was on your shoulder talking to you in your ear.
That's creepy.
Shoot him! Shoot him now!
You're kind of like in a daze, like, you know, in one of your dazed states. And that's the feeling that you have, is that there's Edgar Malbench's owl on your shoulder, and he's whispering instructions on how to summon the Black Galley.
So you see Wilhelm walk towards the caves, and suddenly he goes down on his knees and starts waving his hand like at something at his shoulder and talking gibberish.
Oh dear. I pull out my sword. I knew it. He's been possessed. And I can't use a crucifix to get you out because
I have the crucifix.
Also, I'm a Protestant, and I believe that crucifix is idolatry.
Yeah,
Okay.
they didn't. You're Puritan. No, nothing. Just the Bible, huh? Just a good book.
Just a sermon. Don't need any distractions.
No food, no nothing, no eye.
Clutch the good word, the New Testament.
Nah, I'm Old Testament.
No, Puritans. I guess I don't know.
Jesus was too soft, I believe.
That's true. Yeah. Yep.
Namby pamby.
That's true. He went soft on his flock.
Yeah,
Didn't
kept forgiving people.
he? Can't be doing that.
Wilhelm, what are you doing?
You can't give. You can only ask for it.
Thou shalt not have any false idols.
I come back to my senses, and I come back to you guys and say, I know how to summon the ship.
How?
I know stuff.
Specifically, in the specifics are dripping blood on on silver at the same time you utter this chant. That's the ritual. You know how to speak the words. You don't know what they mean.
The owl in Malaben's place back in England, it told me, and it just came back to me.
So, what? You've been talking to spirit animals? Familiars? I'm backing away with my sword raised. This is going to be somewhat tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's terrible.
Malabench
put a spell on me back on his mansion.
That's not helping. I will attack. He's being possessed. He is no longer our Wilhelm, and I will slash my sword at you.
We will do this.
Okay. One of us is going to die. Probably me.
Not by each other's hands.
So what's my
Cuthbert? You have any comment on this? As it looks like you're about to come to blows.
Well, he's not afraid of spells, but he also doesn't want anybody to know that, as well as the fact that he is terrible in physical combat. So he's going to use his influence to encourage the natives to stop the fight.
Yeah, well, Father, good job doing this.
Roll that. Roll it. Roll your influence.
My influence roll was 14, and my influence itself is 56.
Ooh.
So you quickly announce what you're intending to do with Father Goodchild, and Prince Anjay and the translator are now between you and Wilhelm.
How does Father how does Father Goodchild take all this?
He's telling everyone to calm down. We all need to calm down. We're all
He's a bloody
all
heathen as
scared.
well.
We're all frightened. We're here in the underworld. We need to come together. Let's go.
Father.
Let's not go nuts. Don't strike
you've
your
seen what I have
fellow
seen.
man.
He is no longer my fellow man. You've seen what he's done. He's talking with spirits.
We're obviously surrounded by spirits. The natives believe we're walking in the spirit world as we speak, and they could be right.
I asked the priest if he has any holy water, and perhaps maybe say a prayer over Wilhelm.
I'm going to shove the priest aside and attack.
I have holy water.
Well, we
don't trust your holy water.
Priest, you can easily shove aside. Prince Anjay and the translator, not so much.
I'm going to point. If they try and stop me, I will point to Wilhelm and say, "Itzel, Itzel," and point to him.
Oh.
No, you the father is saying, Prince Anjay says, no, you were the one that was carrying the revealed the mark of the Itzal.
Yes, I have the
Does anyone under suspicion of being in league with the Itzal? It's you.
But you have just seen him. The owls. He's just told. He is Father Goodchild. Tell them. You've seen him collapse. You've seen him.
Says, I'm not telling him shit. We're telling you to put down your weapons. We got to think here.
No, I'm going to keep going.
Okay, Prince Anjay. Time to look up his stats.
I mean, when it comes right down to it, Cuthbert will not stop a TKP.
The doctors think is going. These are all.
So, Dr. Norton, you have drawn your sword, right?
Yes.
Aiming it at me.
Yes.
Have you seen Indiana Jones?
So our second worst combat guy is fighting our best gun combat guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Prince Anjay.
The guy with the sword waving around.
You're all heretics. I knew we should never gone here. You're a bloody Jesuit.
You know, the worst part is the doctor's right. We are all heretics.
I'm a good, godly man.
I will roll a persistence check to see if I will.
I don't know.
Up on your offer.
And now he's telling us that we have to perform blood sacrifice.
Yep. Sacrifice some blood on a silver coin, and you can call the boat. Is what he's saying.
See, he wants us to bleed ourselves. He wants us to sacrifice.
Can I try to influence the doctor?
No, you guys got to work it out amongst yourselves.
So, I can't see. If I've seen all this, I can't see how the doctor's going to go. Yeah, fair enough. I'm a Puritan. That'll be fine.
Well, isn't that the spirit of role playing a game? Is, you know, you may not do it, but you're going to because you're part of this group. So, what is the effect of that?
Instead
of looking at, I wouldn't do that.
But my character would.
Think of what you would, what is effect to the character it has of going, okay, this is normal inclination, but.
I will try to reason with the doctor, the unreasonable doctor.
This is a time of we actually believe that devils or witches existed.
Yes.
The doctor's been pretty adamant throughout the entire
time.
I know. I'm just trying to offer.
He's always been incorruptible, and now he's literally faced with somebody outright admitting, "Yeah, I'm
Now, let's
corrupted."
not go that far. He did do a deal with Edgar Malbench.
Yes, but he was the devil.
You took his coin.
So you did a deal with the devil?
No.
Nope.
I took a coin and said I will go after his son, which I was going to do anyway.
It
So
starts with a coin.
And you've had a late night visitation from Elizabeth,
yes,
the Spectre.
I didn't ask. I didn't ask for it though.
You've been visited by familiars. Not that you've told anyone.
I've been visited by a woman in the night. I don't know if she was a familiar.
She was cute.
Yeah, she also, yeah. She just did the trek from
I know.
Sarah Senate Hall to.
She went to the place. She what's her name, came over to tell us.
Look at visit. You're a bigot. The doctor's a bigot. Yeah, if it happens to
No,
you,
I'm sorry.
oh, it's cool. But if
Doctor
something happens to
is a
someone else,
Puritan.
put him down. The devil.
He's trying to atone for this. You've just said that Wilhelm has gone towards the owls, been thrown backwards, had a fit, smelt of sulphur, and now he's going, I know how to get across the lake because an owl told me, and it costs blood and silver.
But that rotten that smell was the same as in the Shining Chamber.
That doesn't make it any that doesn't make it any better.
Well, it just means sometimes touching stuff around here leaves a stank.
And he's just collapsed on the floor.
That's not helping, is it?
No.
All right, you guys continue to work it out while I look for something else. You
I
guys
will-
are still in the midst of this.
Okay. I have a complete change of heart and go, oh my god, this is terrible. What? I'm sorry, but
No, you don't have to.
I hug him. Even
Honestly, I think it's about time the doctor died. So
either we're playing I'm playing a Puritan in the 17th century, or I'm not.
Well, you are.
So are you trying to hug me or are you trying to stab me?
I'm still going stabby.
I'm saying you're tainted as well. You're not. Your hands aren't as clean as you're making them. That's my only argument.
From the doc, yeah, that's from your point of view. The doctor's point of view is that he took a coin to complete a mission he was doing already.
Okay.
He
It's
doesn't
a
know
slippery slope, doctor.
he doesn't know he's cursed. He doesn't know he's eating. A woman turned up in his inn and told him stuff. When we were still fairly close to Saracenic Hall. He knows that Malabench. He tried to get Malabench killed, senior, but I wasn't allowed to do that. So I think he's tried to keep his path.
I will try to reason with the doctor.
He doesn't seem to want to be. So you got to reason with him.
I try.
Someone could knock me out or something, I suppose, but
Well, that's just looking for the stats on Ajay.
I just don't know how far the good.
But I'm going to use stats for Ajay because that's all. That's why you guys. I'm just looking for the stats I'm going to use so we can fight this stuff. Native what? Where in all of BRP am I going to find stats?
She's one of the stats from the back, like a thug or something.
For a native. You want me to use stats from Clockwork and Chivalry?
Yeah, the easiest one. Just adjust. Because all he needs is this sort of weapon skills and stuff, and say, oh, he's got. He hasn't got a gun or anything.
Yeah. Wow, these guys got really shitty. Okay. 50%.
Ooh. So he stands in front of me and he's got his sort of obsidian flaky sword thingy.
Anjay tries to punch you out.
Okay.
He gets a 96.
I will. Where's my shield thing gone? I'll put some extra points in this. I'll try and bash him aside my shield and then try and advance onto Wilhelm.
Okay.
94. I miss.
Okay. Now the translator tries to grapple you.
Not grapples again.
Yep. Grapples.
Can I just die now? It's easier.
So you are attacking our friends, right?
I'm trying to bash my way through him. Yes.
And the translator fails to grapple while Anjay tries to punch you again. He gets a 29, so he hits. Ow. Are you going to take any defensive maneuver?
No, yeah. I'll try and ignore him and head straight towards Wilhelm again. Because Wilhelm's the evil one.
Because you're all armored up. You don't care, do you? 1d3 plus 1d6 damage. Your damage is going to be...
Okay, mental note. Prince Anjay's built like a tank, apparently. What's my hit points?
8 points of damage.
I'm -2.
That takes you to negatives?
6 points damage, you say? That is on my major wound level. Oh, no, -3.
8. It was 8 points of damage. -3 is 5 as well.
That's right. That's under my...
It's under that.
Yeah, it says -1 on now.
Okay.
Oh, nice. That's 5. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on 1 hit point. All right. I will try.
What are you guys doing?
When I see this, I still try to convince the doctor to calm down, but as he's continuing to fight, I will kick him in the balls hard.
Okay. And this is where you find out that your unarmed combat skill has gone up to 80.
Yes, and it's a hit.
Roll for damage.
What's the unarmed damage? Is 1d3?
3.
Yeah.
And your damage bonus.
I don't have any, so.
I don't think you can damage him.
He's wearing a cup.
Yeah.
He's wearing a cup.
Yep. So you're gonna have to grapple him.
I will.
Oh. Well, I said I tried to kick him, so I kick him in the balls for 2 damage, and nothing happens.
Yep, because of his armor.
I will try and influence Father Goodchild with a 20. My influence is 60. I go, you see what I have seen. You've seen that he is possessed. I'm trying to give Father Goodchild a chance to prove that he's not possessed by whatever means he can.
You do realize that you are acting like a crazy person while I'm trying to keep calm.
Yep.
The man who collapsed.
That's who it is.
I've talked to it out.
Pacifist and wants, all to come together like a good Jesus worshiping hippie.
Yes.
Cuthbert, are you doing anything?
Cuthbert does not have a stake in this battle, so
Okay.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He's all about the mission.
So I guess it's the doctor's action then, right?
I will try and stab Wilhelm.
Is it a new round or?
You let's see. Yeah. Well, no, this is the end of the round because the doctor goes last.
Yep.
So yes, you can attempt to attack Wilhelm. Roll to hit.
Oh, me.
Yes, doctor.
24, I hit.
I dodge.
Roll your dodge.
44. That's a success.
Ah.
Okay.
See, the devil protects him.
the prince gets a 95. The translator for his grapple gets a 90 something. A 93. So they both miss.
You know, it's the Cuthbert would like the witch hunter to kill the doctor because the doctor is a threat to him. But at the same time, he's starting to think that the German, might actually be a witch himself. So I don't know. Cuthbert's just going to stay out of this, guys.
Okay, Wilhelm.
Is it a new round?
Mm-hmm.
Is
If you can't do damage, I guess grappling with unarmed.
yeah, I will try to grapple the doctor.
Because once you succeed at that, then you got some options: throwing, restraining.
Throw him to the floor. Yes. Oops, oops, oops. 0, 0, 1.
I am grappled.
That's crit.
I fail my opposed grapple roll.
So, does that mean immediately he gets to do something?
He can roll an opposed roll,
He just
Failed.
did. He failed.
but he failed. And then it means I may follow up immediately by throw him to the floor, immobilize, inflict pain. So I will immobilize the doctor.
Okay.
So you will be helpless. You can try to break free once each round.
Okay. And before he gets to break free,
He wants me for sacrifice. It's my blood he wants.
the translator is able to get in on his grapple, so you have two people restraining you, and you get pummeled to unconsciousness at -6. At -6, you are unconscious.
Okay. I'm unconscious.
The doctor is now unconscious. So,
You better time me.
Wilhelm, Cuthbert, you're in the driver's seat.
Well,
I tie him up.
to be honest, guys, Cuthbert would kill the doctor. But he's obviously just going to have to tie him up. Yeah. He's going to tie him up. He's going to make a game plan on how. So, real quick, I don't see this getting better, to be honest, with the doctor, character-wise. And it would feel a bit, what's the word? Like I would be taking away from Mark if I just killed his character right now.
Mm-hmm. There's an opportunity, for an appeal to authority? If you were all under orders to work together?
I think once the doctor awakes, I, character-wise, will take him aside and convince him that we are co-conspirators against the German until we can get back to civilization, and then we'll deal with him then.
What's all this?
Okay. When he eventually comes to tied up, and you got him sitting on the dock, you can take a moment with him. You can even converse, obviously, with Wilhelm and the father, and talk to them about what you plan to do before the doctor.
I think my logic would be let's not fight the devil in the underworld. Let's get out before we attempt to combat this current, this evil.
How do you feel about that pitch, Doctor?
So we're alone on the dock, are we? And then I kind of struggle awake.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
And
Yeah.
then
And Cuthbert's standing over Clark.
just Cuthbert there.
Yes.
I will
No, I'm a bit awake, listening into your conversation.
Well, I would purposely take you away. Like, I would literally take him to the dock where I could see you were far enough away not to hear.
Are you sure?
Well, talk this out with Wilhelm Tuffel before you make sure he's okay with this, because he can do action while you're talking to him if he doesn't like it. So
I don't trust either of you guys at this point.
Yeah, this is a thing for sure, 100%. Character-wise, Cuthbert is in line with the German because the doctor is so against. He's definitely the most righteous, godly man among them. So him being out of the picture would be best for him as a, well, especially as a royalist. So he's technically on the German side 100%, but he also needs to keep this group together for zeal. So that's what I would tell the German, and that I'm going to go have a talk with the doctor to convince him to be civil and keep the peace.
You good with that, Wilhelm?
No. I will accompany you to talk to the doctor.
Okay, so this conversation is happening with the doctor with.
As soon as I see Wilhelm, I start struggling to break out my bonds. The devil walks amongst us.
Seriously, doctor.
We're all doomed.
So I know an incantation that an old owl told me. That Malaben's owl told me. And Cuthbert here tried to use a spell, a ritual, with a coin. And that is not deviltry?
That is devil. That is the very definition of deviltry.
Yeah.
But you didn't have a problem. You didn't have a problem when Cuthbert tried that.
He hadn't tried it yet. He didn't put any blood and coins.
Not the blood, but the coins.
He tried me.
That's true. Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
He simply did it. He didn't announce he was doing it. He didn't say anything about blood. He just simply did it. So
yeah. Well, Wilhelm saw you.
I asked him, and he just said, "Was it terrified the owls are evil?"
Yeah, I purposely withheld information from the group.
Look at that. He's being honest.
Yeah.
Trust. Hold on, gentlemen. I got to take a quick break. I'll be right back. You continue to work.
So basically, what I'm trying to pitch here for the doctor is that
you've got to kill the doctor.
We have all done questionable things.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a sec. Mark, you just said we should kill the doctor?
Yes. There is
That's
no
what I'm doing.
way out of this.
Okay, because Cuthbert would love to have the doctor out of the way. I think the German's on that side now, too. As long as you're okay with it, Mark, I will do a player kill. Or the German, perhaps, will do the player kill.
Slit my throat, use my blood for the coin.
Cool.
Because I'm not being. I hate this. I know we had this with Talon with his tail. There does seem to be a kind of feeling of it's the game we call.
Yeah, you're not comfortable with cognitive dissonance when we role play.
He had a tail of a kangaroo, and everybody's like, "Yeah, it's fine."
My worry is, are you going to be comfortable? Are you happy right now?
About the kangaroo tail, but the pushback on the other side is I made it quite clear that Talon's character may not survive the procedure. That it was very
that's fine. I'm saying as a group.
Going, I like this character, kangaroo tail and all. I'm going to try to argue for it, and eventually he gave in. There was a resolution to
Jay, real quick.
I'm looking for a resolution to the disagreement.
The German and the alchemist have killed the doctor, and now I am asking Mark, because I am worried, Are you comfortable with making a new character who is corrupted?
Well, making up a new character, we got to figure out what the character.
Where we find another person in.
And the first one is you have 3
I'll play
NPCs that you can choose from and make a player character. You could be Prince Anjay.
I'll play Father Goodchild and burn you all to stake.
Yeah, that's my worry. There is that
Father Goodchild is a
Jesuit, very easygoing Jesuit priest.
he's a pacifist as well.
Chap.
He's all he takes in escaped slaves. All men are brothers. He's definitely not. He's opposed to because the doctor's not dead yet. Okay.
Okay.
I think the
priest has something to say about murdering the doctor in cold blood as well.
And I can also say that I'm not in with killing the doctor.
Okay.
Yet.
So we're okay.
That's exactly what a devil spawn would say. He wants me to suffer. Won't grant me a clean death. I know these devil worshippers.
No.
Okay, so Anders, you just while Jay was gone said that yes, you would be willing to kill the doctor. Now you're not willing to kill the doctor?
No, I said no. I'm not into killing the doctor.
From the doctor's point of view, I can't see any way of anyone persuading him that Wilhelm is not possessed by the devil.
Okay, so the doctor doesn't see any way out of this.
The only way
priest is very he's opposed to murder.
You could tie the doctor up and keep him tied up. And then
keep him tied up. Cuthbert, you also have being an alchemist, you have the ability to probably knock him out for certain lengths of time.
Sure.
You have to carry me.
A chemical lobotomy. A little lobotomy on the other side.
Yeah. A very thin dagger and a tap.
But yes, right now it seems the most convenient option is he's still uncooperative. He's not down. You have him tied up.
I asked the doctor.
You and Wilhelm, Cuthbert and Wilhelm and Father Goodchild can have all the conversations without the good doctor's interference or listening if you'd like.
The pillar was scary. The owls are evil.
So yeah, Father Goodchild is okay, guys. What's the play here? What are we doing?